Okay, back online. That last tank shell was starting to really tank the signal.
You should stick to your day job, Bigfoot. After rechecking the reports, this is already one hell of a mission. After everything we went through with both the CIA and Cypher, I really shouldn't expect much less, but bringing nukes into Costa Rica is pretty intense even for them. I feel bad for Amanda and Chico.
Such is the nature of the Cold War, Vol. Virtuous Mission, Snake Eater, the Bay of Pigs, Vietnam. Goes on and on. We knew we were never really the good guys. There are no good guys in war. Killing is killing. You just have to convince yourself that what you're doing is right.
That's why we sought out Big Boss, right? Stopping nuclear war is always the right thing to do. Isn't it?
Maybe, but as far as things have gone in the Cold War, it's really just two massive hippos bellowing at each other that constantly both back down. No one really wants nuclear war. You'd have to be an absolute madman to actually consider pressing the button. If I were a betting man, even if we fail to remove the nuke from Costa Rica, it will just be another big red warning sign saying, don't do that.
Prevent nations in America's backyard from becoming communist countries. It's all presented as a war of ideology. But that's not really true, is it? It's just a war of proving dominance. Neither side really cares about the supposed ideology that they represent. They just want to deny the other side any additional support.
That's why the boss could really shake things up. Force not connected to any ideology or nation. If he keeps building his forces, he could stand to create a new world order. Even if that isn't his intention. Could also paint a target square on his back.
That's why we're here, though, Snake. We're gonna support you through it all. We'll prove to all of them what a world without borders can really be capable of.
And we're back with Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, everyone. Hello. How's everybody doing?
Hi.
Vol, Snake?
You doing all right?
Feeling peaceful.
I'm feeling peaceful.
On that note, I should probably refill my drink, huh?
I'm just full of nuclear deterrence right now.
I have a slight modification to my setup that will hopefully mean I hear game better and it doesn't come through microphone as much.
And you guys don't hear it.
Yeah. Specifically,
Pass the savings down to you.
specifically, I have my earbuds plugged into my computer where I'm hearing Discord, and then I have got some over-ear headphones. What do you mean Dark Phil is back?
Uh-oh.
What are you talking about?
Hang on. I'm going to drop the...
Mic base is up. What's going on with the... I don't even have the VST on right now. It should be fine.
While you're doing that, we'll grab your thing. Hang on. I'm checking in. Say words.
Words.
Words, hello. Well, I think it's my mic specifically that is the problem right now.
Interesting. I'm trying to figure it out. But I was getting a lot of feedback on both ends. That was a loop that was destined to fail, but...
I mean, if you need us to go like one at a time.
Well, no, I mean...
You also sound fine to us.
Well, yeah, well, it would be the... In the past, it's been the VST that I used to mess with, like, the bass balance, and I think I fixed it. I did nothing. I moved the mic arm slightly. That's all I did.
Interesting.
And that has fixed everything.
Christy says it's fixed.
Yeah, okay. Sure. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth.
A gift mouth in the horse.
That either. What a throw.
All right. Drinking rules as always. Blah 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 blah. Right now we are drinking for mention of peace. The concept, not the person.
Yes.
Deterrence is mentioned. Full motion video still on board. Deja vu. The boss answers with a question, or answers a question with a question of repeating the same thing. We know what it means.
Yeah.
Paradoxes.
Metal Gear.
We are technically still in the past. Someone thirsts for the boss, which that's gonna be. So, Vol.
Yeah, I realize
boss,
what you've just said.
Do we say when we say the boss for that one?
We mean Big Boss, the player character. We do not mean the boss.
Okay, all right. Gonna mark that
That
down.
will fall under the next category.
Yeah, which is homoeroticism.
Interesting.
And Snake Bungle CQC is also on there.
It's gonna be really hard for Snake to bungle CQC in this game. It's pretty idiot-proof.
Yeah, it's as a certified CQC idiot can confirm.
I was gonna say,
Look,
we didn't drink
sometimes-
every time you failed during the tutorial, otherwise we'd have been dead.
I think that the tutorial is why I put that on there, but
We get lesbians in this game? I have heard tell of such a thing.
Vol and I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of lesbians.
It's 1974. I don't know if it's been invented yet. R&D is looking into it, though.
R&D's looking into lesbians.
I mean,
Oh,
Doritos
also-
and Mountain Dew came first, but
I got the delivery from R&D, by the way. I just held up a bag of the flavored corn chips to the screen.
Oh, I see. Actually, hang on. Before I do, let's just make sure I have the R&D in order.
Yeah, so I will say, I outside of the meta narrative here, I have been replaying MGS 5 while we've been doing this, because seeing all of this kind of gave me the itch. Making sure we're managing those things like at the beginning and end of streams is going to be important.
Oh, in 5?
Because there is real world time that is required to pass
Yep.
for things to be
Yep.
produced.
Understood. The CIA invented lesbians to destabilize foreign monarchies. Alright, next main op is destroy the barricade. And I've got a slew of extra ops, but not the Monster Hunter one yet.
nope.
That's a great tweet. The name of the stream not changed for me. Although I guess Taking Our Way works for this one too. After last time.
Oh yeah, your stream sure does still say tanking our way for me.
Hang on, I'll fix it. Oh, I guess I didn't change the name. Whoops.
Making our way downtown.
That was yesterday's. I'll adjust it momentarily.
Mother Base's kill house.
You don't have a kill house
There we go.
and your secret offshore base? You gotta have at least one.
I guess so.
I have to cryptically name the stream one word with an ellipses.
You have been doing that for the past several, I've noticed.
Or name of a thing in several ellipses.
You know, actually, maybe I should do the Fulton recover the radio soldier side up real quick. It seems like it might be a useful thing to do
Your call,
potentially.
Snake. We're just along for the ride on this one.
Let's warm up with a side up.
Yeah, you can do that this time.
Infiltrated the area around the coastal supply facility and knocked out the soldier there.
So
But we can't just leave
I'll
him
let
there to be
Miller
found.
finish.
I need you to get in there and capture the unconscious soldier using the Fulton recovery system. Do it quickly before he comes to.
So there has been some discussion, Snake and I were talking earlier about the possibility of some side ops being done potentially off contract. In other words, off stream. We probably need to compile a list at some point of which ones we should do on stream and which ones we would consider doing off stream.
I think that would be wise. I'll say you don't need to do too many of them off stream. For this game, for 5, that's going to be, I think, a bigger deal.
I'm playing through 5 right now. I don't necessarily think you will have to do many of them off stream, at least from the point of the game where I'm at right now. But the availability of being able to run around the game and just kind of work on your base and things between streams is also entirely a possibility.
Yeah, which I might do some of. We'll see.
I think that part of 5 you will enjoy.
There's a river in the mountains north of the village. You'll see a water pipe running across that's got a walkway you can use as a bridge. I guess they built it to carry water from the hydroelectric plant. To get there, though, you gotta get past the barricade north of the prison.
Got it.
El Basilisco supposedly lives in the gorge up there, so be careful you don't get distracted and fall in the river.
The Basilisco.
Not the big monster I saw. I mean, the real Basilisco.
Wait, I think that was a drink.
The legendary king of snakes.
More like a lizard, I guess. It walks on top of the river.
A lizard that walks on water.
Yeah, fuck, that's another one.
See, it's not that big, though. Only about 1 bata long.
Pretty good size for a lizard.
Yeah, but not nearly as big as a dinosaur.
I need some stuff for tomorrow, too.
But
Because as we learned last week, when I have liquid courage,
So
I am
there's a
brave
real
enough to actually play
Basilisco that lives in
Phasmo.
the river.
Only saying, I heard stories from people who said they saw it. But I know lots of places to find it in Nicaragua. Do you want to go have a look?
I don't have time for sightseeing.
You don't like lizards?
It's not that. I just think snakes taste better.
Who said anything about taste?
How about you? You like them?
Not that way. They do look kind of like dinosaurs, though. You don't think that's cool?
They're both reptiles, yeah. But there's a big difference size-wise.
I'll bet there are still big ones around somewhere. They say mammals multiplied and ate up their eggs. But they can't all be gone. They've gotta exist somewhere out there.
Dinosaur eggs, huh?
And animals are always evolving, right? Maybe they evolved so
thinking
much
about eating.
they don't even look like dinosaurs anymore.
Then you can't really call them dinosaurs, can you?
I guess not. Yeah, you're right. Dinosaurs have gotta be big.
dinosaur eggs have got to be really tasty.
If I've learned anything from playing, of going through, Bigfoot's been going on his own zombie adventure in Spain right now.
The mercenary supply base is situated on elevated ground by the coast.
Oh,
I heard them call it Puerto
RE4?
del Alba,
Yes.
Port of Dawn. They have perfect visibility of the area from up there. We did our best to sneak in undetected, but
Potentially.
one of the guards spotted us and we...
What is it?
I'm sorry. You'll have to ask Professor Galvez the rest.
It's okay. You've been through a lot.
I am sorry.
Unless you
I
haven't.
just cannot.
You did great, Paz. I won't let your efforts go wasted.
I don't trust you or the man with the red hand, if I'm being honest.
Probably wise, Snake.
All right, you done listening to your Peace Walkman?
He's walking.
These Walkman and all of these children you have currently working at Mother Base, Snake.
I forgot I was still wearing this because we just did a boss fight.
Oh, I should get the thing up. I forgot to get the tactical report. Hang on.
Oh my god. I think that's good. Oh! Before we continue, it's not here. Never mind.
What were you thinking, Snake? Alright, so we just did, so we're on the mission. Oh, we're doing a side op right now, though.
Yeah, we're Fulton recovering.
Yeah, I think I just need to find a guy and then Fulton him. I think that's all this mission is.
I have the next main mission 1 set currently.
Snake is not available on this. What?
Oh yeah, you gotta send somebody from other base on
Yeah,
this
you
side
gotta
up.
send one of your goons, Snake. For the record, not us. We're not available for field ops, Snake.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is what I mean when I say you can literally send Chico out on missions.
They have to be in the combat unit, though, so you would have to move them to the combat unit to send them out on mission.
Snake, please don't put the child in the combat unit.
Snake, I'm of the mind that you need to do whatever you need to do to get the mission accomplished. If that means putting a gun in Chico's hands, this is what he signed up for.
Look, I'm not saying Chico couldn't kill Bluegill with his eyes closed, but...
Let's go with Travis Willingham Alligator here.
Survival.
Sending Travis in the field, I mean Alligator.
Grenade. Smoke grenade. C4. I see. So that's why it says Snake knocked somebody out. It's like Snake knocked a guy out. You go recover him. Interesting.
Correct. So technically, you're in the support ops with us on this one, Snake. You're watching Alligator do this mission with us.
Soldiers. To use Fulton recovery on a soldier, get up next to them so the icon appears, and push the action button.
Doesn't it feel great getting to be in the chair for this one, Snake?
Sure, yeah.
It also means that if we stand here and criticize how Alligator performs, it has nothing to do with you, Snake.
Exactly.
So you can't get angry.
If he kills someone, I didn't kill anyone, right?
If you had something to stand
Yes.
on, you could probably reach that.
100%. That said, you don't want to cause a mission failure when you do that.
Exactly. Whoop.
Also, Snake, you are in charge of these men. You get to determine whether or not they make these choices.
Well, sure, I give them their orders, but then once they're on the field, that's up to them, right?
They're gonna wake up.
I don't know, Snake.
Gotta make their own choices there. As long as they complete the mission.
We know how you feel about orders, Snake, and your men trust you wholeheartedly. If you tell them not to kill, they won't kill. I'll count it as a half point.
Whoop.
I guess as another note, your general aim and psyche and other stats are going to be lower.
Yep. We're under attack! Fuck. What's the... God, I don't remember what the fire button is. Oh, God.
Oh, dear. Ooh, boy, that was... Alligator might be dead, Snake.
What the
You
hell?
might have gotten him killed.
What the heck happened? Talk to me, please.
Restart. Restart mission.
Can't cry, Chico. This is what happens in combat.
I don't remember the buttons. I defaulted back
I wasn't ready for this.
the buttons. I forgot how the buttons changed since the last game.
Alright, now we've had to send an Alligator too.
Get up next to them so the icon appears.
It's a good thing we cloned
and push
Travis
the action
Willingham.
Right.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Hang on. I thought we left Cypher because of Les Enfants Terribles.
Ah, here it is. So, weapon select and item select settings.
Were you
I can
just
change it
jealous
to...
you
What I
weren't
meant
the
to
one
say
that
is he
got
has a
to
twin
do-
brother.
Were you just jealous that you didn't get to be the one to do the cloning?
All I'm saying is that he has a twin brother. I didn't say anything about clones. And it's the truth that he has a twin brother.
Sure, Vol. Sure.
Now, I'm not saying that twin brother isn't a weird clone twin brother, but...
If only you had some equipment.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Now I can swap between... There we go.
Careful there, alligator.
Yeah. He knows what he's doing this time.
He's got to avenge his clone.
Twin.
I mean, brother.
Hurry up and send those knocked out soldiers back here. Don't mess around or they're gonna wake up.
Go, Travis, go. Good job. Get them both if you wanted
Looks like
to.
that soldier's out cold. Try using
that's
Fulton
true.
recovery on him.
Now there's an idea.
You killed Alligator 1. Looking for a job?
You got what it takes, buddy.
Recovery subject confirmed on board
I see it as a
helicopter.
straight upgrade, actually. Alligator 1 didn't even know what
Fulton
button
recovery helicopter
shot
is
the gun.
complete.
True.
Good job. Return to base.
Well, this is neat. Those side of things are neat.
They range in how detailed they are.
Also gave me a chance to remember how the game works before doing a main mission.
I would say they feel like the VR missions from 1 and 2, like integrated into the game proper.
I never did those.
Well, y'all do these.
VR. What is VR?
I got design specs for Hobby Magazine layout rank 1.
Ah, it's been a while since we had
Right.
book.
Book. I found book.
Magazine.
Are you ready for R&D to write up some very interesting articles?
Now that you got to keep out of the hands of Chico, Snake.
Oh yeah. Well, this is what Chico is. Where did I even put Chico?
Gun.
Intel.
Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine to give him a gun. That's
Hey,
fine.
the most in the gun. Rhinoceros. A goodie.
We're from America, Snake, where anything sexual is bad and violence is good.
Right. Don't know if. Where are we? Are we in
And if
Costa
there's
Rica?
anything we know how to
Is
do
that
as
where we are?
Americans here in South America, it's impose our values.
Yeah. Oof. Wait, that's the wrong thing. Staff.
Ah, you got somebody for the survey team.
You go R&D. Ooh, Sonic Eye rank 1. Oh yeah, you can go on survey, I guess.
And you got
Or
actually
intel.
a C rank for combat.
Yeah. That's Sea Lemon.
What does Sea Lemon look like?
Like this. In combat, running out of ammo is a death sentence. Steal some from the enemy if you have to, or call for resupply. Search around the area. Good luck!
He looks like an actor, and I can't quite place it.
He looks kinda... He looks somewhere between Brad Pitt and Chris Evans. To me.
Who is the dude from the Ocean's movies who wasn't?
Was that not Brad Pitt? Was that
Is
someone
that
else?
Brad Pitt? I think that's Brad Pitt.
I think it was Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I think he just looks like Brad Pitt to me. Anywho, send Brad Pitt to go kill people.
Yeah, I'm gonna. My headcanon is he's the one that killed the first alligator. Oh, how is
I don't want to make the judgment call anymore as to whether Brad Pitt is an improvement on Travis Willingham. I realize I made that statement earlier, and now I'm not comfortable with it. That we put names.
I would argue definitely not the case. But
No, probably not. No. How long does it take you to recover from whatever the hell you got to recover from?
we just have to find better Travis Willingham at some point.
Dude, you shot the drone and she fell like 50 feet.
Just walk it off, jeez.
I do all the time.
Eat some snakes.
I'm having to like drop the. I have to add more gravel to my David Hayter because it's David Hayter's added more gravel to his David Hayter.
Yeah.
Soak in the David Hayter while you still can, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I actually, you know,
next game will not be David Hayter, but then we'll be back to David Hayter again after that, right?
That's true.
I will say Old Snake is definitely a performance, though.
I will say I actually don't hate Kiefer. I don't hate Kiefer Sutherland as Snake in 5. It's not the same, but I'll put it this way. I wish David Hayter were still in the game. I'm fine with Kiefer Sutherland being Venom Snake.
Snake, I've got just the explosive to bust through that barricade. C4. We finished developing C4 charges. Take some with you.
Yeah, I know.
How does it feel to invent C4 and Doritos?
Feel powerful.
But as
Tell me more about the legend of Isla del Monstro!
As we've been learning over the course of this weekend, voice acting contracts are complicated.
Amanda.
Yeah.
Do I have to take the fork in the road back to the village?
People say there is a shortcut. Go back to the coffee factory entrance, then follow the path on the right. That will take you straight to the village. They may have increased security in that area, though.
Not surprising after what happened with the tank. What do I do once I'm back at the village?
Destroy the barricade at the north side. From there, you can reconnect with the transport route.
I'll need C4 for that. The explosion will bring everyone running, too. There's probably going to be a fight, one way or the other.
They might not see you if you stick to the narrower pathways. Then just climb over any obstacles. Don't let your guard down after taking out the barricade either.
One thing you will probably enjoy in 5, Snake, is you'll be able to listen to these like cassettes while you're on mission.
Ah, instead of having to do it before the mission.
Correct.
This one's got 2 exclamation
to destroy
marks.
the barricade north of the village, you'll need Composition 4 explosive. You've handled C4 before, right, Snake?
Yeah. I've been a
may not have
regular
known
user
what the
since
C
the
and
days of
C4 had stand
C3.
for, or stood for
C3.
until now.
Oh yeah, I remember. That stuff got brittle and useless in cold temperatures, so they upgraded. C4's a moldable plastic explosive. It's very stable and won't explode without a special detonator. Light it on fire and all it does is burn.
A lot of American soldiers in Vietnam used to use it as fuel.
Place it near the barricade and move to a safe location. Then hit the detonator button to blow it up.
I'm on it.
Did not know any of that.
Those giant footprints near the terminal. What do you think they were, Kaz?
It beats me. They're way too big, even for an elephant. Made me think of that basilisco Chico was talking about.
Hope it's not for
But
real.
Snake don't have
Same
feet.
here. If they really do have that kind of weapon, we could be dealing with a basilisk in more than just looks.
What do you mean?
There's a medieval encyclopedia that describes the basilisk like this. The basilisk is the king of snakes. All snakes fear the basilisk and flee at its sight, lest they be slain by its foul breath.
A snake to take out a snake, huh?
I don't mean to scare you or anything, but it never hurts to be careful.
Will do.
Even though, depending on the description of the basilisk, usually it's more chicken than it is snake, but it's like chicken-snake combo.
I thought that was cockatrice.
They're the same. They're essentially the same
I
creature.
see.
The cockatrice and the basilisk are actually more or less just the same creature.
When the enemy spots you and goes on
I'm down
alert,
to the
they may
KFC for
call
the
in
chicken
a
snake
backup
combo.
strike team. These assault teams are heavily armed, well-trained,
Sounds good.
and highly dangerous. Amanda's crew calls them commandos. Unlike the patrolmen, these guys will actively, relentlessly track and hunt you down like hounds.
Hounds to hunt a former foxhound. Bring it on.
They won't give up easily even if they lose sight of you. They'll clear out any likely hiding places they come across. So don't get too comfy in one spot, or you might get caught again.
Wait, Fox? It was
Keep
just
your eyes
Fox in
fixed on them and
Snake
what
Eater,
they're
right?
doing.
It wasn't Foxhound?
Also, Be aware
Correct.
that commando gear includes body armor.
So
I don't think you can deal with
So it
them by
became
going out guns
Foxhound
blazing.
in
All I've
between.
got to do is
Well,
find an exposed
so-
weak
Games?
point.
Well,
And
kind of.
Exactly.
So, Steak, in between everything that's gone on, one of the last things you did with the CIA before you took off is you established Foxhound.
Fox permanently shuttered after
There's one type
they
of
went
commando you
rogue.
really need to watch
well,
out for.
yeah, and Foxhound
that's
was...
the kind
So the
toting
And you
idea
put
is you
them down.
founded
They can take a few
Foxhound
hits and
Mhm,
to
mhm.
hunt the
charging you.
fox.
Right.
And believe
Got
me,
it.
You don't want them closing
Yep.
in between those shotgun blasts. When they start
That was the
charging,
whole
you need to
incident in
stop them
Horrible Ops.
immediately.
Got
Use
it.
something with serious stopping power.
Make sure you have your C4.
Grenade, smoke grenade, C4, supply marker.
You can start this mission without C4, show up, be unable to proceed, and have to leave in shame.
Now I've got the trank gun and the Mosin Nagant.
Ah, he's committing to non-lethal.
We're good.
He's not even equipping lethal grenades.
No, I do have lethal grenades.
Oh, you do.
And
It's
C4.
currently your only way to kill someone.
I mean C4.
Are you gonna kill someone with C4?
It might happen.
It might happen. That's not... That'll become even more of a possibility in 5.
I'm not gonna say it's
In
not
this
gonna
game, I
happen.
expect you to die trying to do it.
I'm at the mill. A prisoner has been found. One prisoner? Single prisoner?
It sounds like.
Okay.
I wonder if your intel team will improve the information you get.
Maybe. It'd be nice to know, like, what kind of environment
well,
I'm going into.
you last level had you go through the coffee factory.
Yeah,
so,
I think
whatever
Tiger
you
Stripe
want
is
then.
probably my best bet for the
Yeah,
moment.
you're still in the jungle and some urban environments, I think.
Mhm. Start mission. Let's rock.
Alright, on to 8.
Go back to the prison camp. It's in the village where they were holding Chico.
Let's see. Just checking to see if there's anything you need.
Okay, so I've got the
out.
Let's change B to that one. I guess let's change C to smoke grenade. What we got here? Chips. Ration. Yeah, so make ration there. Map that up. There we go. Oh, so what I was going to say was when I was looking at the previous stream and realized what the weapon select and item select options were for.
Yep, that checks out. This
And
is
that-
the cycle. Yeah.
yeah.
That makes sense.
And so instead of just having equip unequip, I have changed it to 3-slot cycle. I can quickly cycle from this to rations or chips or what have you.
And it's even marked ABC.
Mm-hmm.
Convenient.
Yes.
So, Snake, you won't really need to worry about anything according to the tactical guide I have until you get to the village.
Cool.
It's just make it through these dudes. I keep forgetting that you can Fulton people inside, Snake. You can't... There will come a time in your history where that won't be possible.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Doesn't make a lot of sense, but it works. Ah, there's someone there.
I think I see someone.
Nope. See nothing.
You don't have reflex mode yet, Snake.
You don't see anything. Go away.
I'm seeing things.
There are, buddy.
Shut up.
Nice shot, Snake.
Oh, there's a door here.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
There's nothing in here. Alright.
Yeah, Bigfoot's been doing some support for some guy in Spain with a whole thing. Right now, it's been a whole ordeal.
Seeing things.
Like other points in your history, Snake, this guy doesn't know how to move and aim at the same time.
I gotta do a whole roundabout thing, huh? Guess I'm just going south. I don't need to mess with that guy. Oh, well. I say that. And then... Oh, he's going up. Up. You may wonder why he's all alone in there now, but that's not my concern.
Where'd all my friends go?
You could probably climb that if you had someone to lend you a hand.
Or something, like a box. Okay, there's a guy there.
Yeah, that's the guy with supervision who saw you last time.
Or his twin brother, maybe.
So I'm going that way. That's the faster way. It's going west here.
I think Snake killed him last time.
What was that?
No.
I only killed one guy, and that wasn't here.
Certainly didn't Fulton him.
I'm seeing things.
Certainly did not Fulton him. This doesn't have a silencer on it.
Nope. Sure don't yet.
gonna have to upgrade the R&D team.
Tricky work developing things outside of these delicious corn chips. The boys in R&D are really something else.
Enemies
Ah,
close
fuck.
by.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait.
Time to run.
Might be time to run.
Enemy sighted. Requesting backup.
Understood. Dispatching reinforcements now.
Probably, I can just wait it out here.
I'll take the drink then.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
I briefly forgot that's a thing we do.
So did I. To the point where I realized we also didn't drink when Alligator gamed overed.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, did that one count? Shit.
It was an alert and a game over. It was the whole shebang.
Whoops. Oh, excuse me.
Game over is a game over. It's not specified for you or
I guess so, yeah.
HQ, come in.
This is
We're just
HQ.
all drinking, watching Travis Willingham bungle a mission.
Understood. Return to base.
Well, that guy's asleep now.
I like that he calls the alert and somebody else calls it off.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. He was having a nightmare or something. He's sleeping on the job.
Alright, this actually seems like better ground fear camo.
Get up here.
I don't think so.
There's not anything over there, Snake. At least not that the tactical guide marks as being important.
Oh, yeah, probably not, but... I like exploring.
Snake, you're not equipped to explore the sub-ocean. Please don't go that direction.
Fine, fine.
Also, let Bigfoot know of the R&D team's new project is coming across on stream.
Oh, you mean the crunchies? I'm not hearing any
Yes.
crunchies.
That's good. The R&D team has also been working on a new microphone that doesn't pick up the crunchies.
Oh. Fancy.
I've actually been working on a secret project with one member of the R&D team. He goes by Red Baron.
I see. Is this like a
Yeah.
World War II flying situation, Vol?
No, he's actually working on a compact, easily reheatable.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed
cheese
onboard
pie.
helicopter.
I see. I believe pizza might already exist by this point, Vol, but a easily reheatable frozen one might be interesting development.
I can't. Okay, it doesn't meet the current FDA requirements for pizza,
I
so
see.
I'm not calling it that. I'm calling it a cheese pie, and I'm spelling cheese Cheez.
It's not cheese either.
The only requirement for it to be a pie is for it to have wheat and for it to be round.
Officer Stowe has been working on Sour Patch Kids or something.
You know, that actual, like, the freaking preservatives and things that go into, like, that sour application, that is some military grade, like, research.
Honestly, the worst foods sold in American stores are some of the greatest chemical engineering marvels.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, they had to get, like, government chemists to figure out how to make,
Head west from there, and it'll
vegan
take you straight to the prison camp.
Oreos.
Huh.
Like, in order to get the filling to emulsify and not leak.
Interesting.
With, like, 0 trans fats and everything.
I'm gonna be
It's
honest.
impressive.
The concept of a leaky Oreo does not sound great to me.
No, it sounds disgusting.
Well, if you think about what is in an Oreo
If
filling,
you
you'd
cut
expect it
across
to
the prison
separate.
camp, you'll
Like
find
peanut
a gate
butter, right?
leading north.
Yeah.
The fact that it doesn't is a goddamn miracle.
Oh, is that the wall I need to see
Hey.
for right there?
Probably.
Oh, it's a wall and it's marked, so.
After you blow the wall, search an alley to your western side, Snake. There's going to be a uniform.
After the wall. Okay.
Are the creaks of this chair coming through, by the way?
Nope.
I think
Okay,
I
they're
heard.
extremely loud.
I might have heard a little bit of something, but not much.
Not particularly loud, anyway. Your R&D team's really doing wonders for these microphones.
Yeah, the noise suppression technology is impressive, if only they can get a way to play music.
Are those are rounds for the sniper, aren't they? Because it said L, anesthetic L.
Yeah, small anesthetic is for the Mark 22.
I heard a
and the
beep beep.
larger for the...
I was about to say, now the alarm from your friend the Red Baron may have come through.
Ah, the project might be finished.
There we go.
Isn't it nice how they don't notice the balloon when they're nearby, Snake?
It sure is. It sure is, Bigfoot.
Don't get used to that.
I can get used to it. I just, as long as I understand that it's gonna not be that way all the time. Not gonna be that way forever, I imagine.
People's eyesight gets a lot better in the 1980s, Snake.
It's all those carrots. Or something.
That's not gonna work, Snake. He's wearing a helmet.
Yeah, it missed anyway.
The barricade is located
Ah,
somewhere in
shit!
that
Wait,
vicinity.
no, no. Uh-oh. No, no, no. Why'd you reload?
I'm gonna count that as bungled CQC.
Well, I was reloading for some reason.
Understood. Eliminate
Go
all
away.
hostiles.
Oh, what?
Well, things seem to have gone pear-shaped in my absence.
Indeed. I'm counting it as a bungled CQC from what I saw.
I don't
And
know
an
why.
alert.
I don't.
Damn.
Alert.
I don't know why he reloaded instead of doing CQC. I don't know what happened. maybe I hadn't fully let go of the aim button is what happened. I'm not sure.
Come in, HQ.
This is HQ.
This is patrol.
Real funny that guy's not looking around the corner that everything happened at.
Understood. The enemy should still be nearby. Find him.
Yeah, the AI for this game, I will admit, is not the smartest AI they've ever had.
They're pretty fucking dumb, one might say.
Like, as much as I would say this is mostly on the level of Metal Gear Solid 4
This
gameplay-wise,
is HQ.
the AI is certainly dumber.
Patrol. All clear.
Understood.
Yep. Good job, Snake.
You've also set it to auto aim, just so you know.
Yeah. There we go.
I mean, it is a love box built for two.
The RNG team worked extra hard on that one, Snake.
They didn't even make the love box. I found it.
They know how lonely you've been since Ava left.
Oh, the R&D makes love box. Don't you worry.
Oh, God.
There. Blow up that barricade.
Yeah, I don't want to. I want to take care of these guys first.
Shut up, Miller.
I mean, do you want to plant the C4 in case you trigger an alert? So that way, if you just need to make a quick exit, you can.
Yeah, that's a fair idea.
Like, you can try to do it clean, and then if it winds up not being clean...
First, equip your C4. You can't plant a charge unless it's equipped.
I miss Ocelot.
Once the charge is planted, press the attack button without aiming to detonate it.
Without aiming. Got it.
He was a silly man, but he was fun.
I still miss mailing.
I found Desert Oskin?
That's the thing. That's the thing you were looking for, so never mind. I would have been wrong anyway.
Miss Otacon.
I have good news and bad news.
Yeah. I got real bad news, essentially.
Very bad news.
I'm not going to color your opinion of Huey one way or the other. You'll find out.
You know, I guess I could just... I found the thing, so I could just blast this and run for it.
Yeah, if you just want to... It's literally if you just want to take an alert and run. I guess the only other benefit is... Oh, it's caution, not an alert.
Thing in there? Doesn't look like it. Alright, cool. Hell yeah.
There's something about Snake running, like, off screen. It's very humorous to me. Like, just not my problem.
Oh, that was the whole mission. Alright.
Yep.
Yeah, it was just destroy the barricade.
Correct.
For some reason, I was thinking there was more after that. See? Okay, well.
Are you going to complain that they gave you a passing grade on that?
I didn't find the prisoner. Shit.
And you're going to complain that they gave you a passing grade on it.
Yeah, after everything I did, that's... Yeah, I'll take it.
It was 2 screens and you blew up
Snake,
one
there?
barricade.
Yeah, what's up?
You've got to talk to Amanda.
What happened?
She wants to leave sickbay and get back on the battlefield, but she's not fully healed. She's still in crutches. Who'd be crazy enough to try and fight like that? You have to talk some sense into her.
Is she with you right now?
No, she's in sickbay. She keeps shouting about how she doesn't want to be there. She won't shut up about it. She's driving me.
Let her go.
What?
If that's what she
This
wants,
is really funny considering I just put Miller in charge of
I'm serious.
medical.
Let her go.
Why? So she can come back in a body bag?
I'm really not in the mood for jokes, Kaz.
What are you talking about?
Amanda isn't the type to just sit around in sickbay. She has a sense of duty. Her purpose
Duty.
in life is to fight. The battlefield isn't just the best thing for her, it's the best thing for her compass too. She'll be a huge morale boost that can only benefit MSF.
You think so?
You're good at fighting, Kaz. One of the best. But you've got a lot to learn when it comes to people.
So, where should I put her?
Those big
I'll
boss,
think it over
those
and find a
people.
team for her. Don't worry.
He knows one
She won't
specific
let us
kind of
down.
people,
Whatever
and
you
he
say,
self-selects to fill an entire base full of them.
As your tack,
What?
Snake, I totally agree with you. You should get Amanda back on the battlefield. But based on this TAC report, they are saying you should put her back in sickbay for a bit. To let her finish healing.
Machine guns.
Oh yeah, you have the M60, so next time you have to fight a big old machine.
Yep. I don't want to agree with Miller. Every fiber of my being says don't agree with Miller, but...
I mean, he's got a good business sense.
He's just such a stick in the mud.
Yeah, it's almost like he's a manager. Yeah, if you look, her stats are still very lowered because she's not fully healed. Like, look at what she could be.
Person. What else is new?
Admittedly, it is a very fine line of difference between the colors they're using here. I think I see where her stats are versus where they could be.
Yeah, she's about 2/3 of the woman she could be.
Yeah.
And think about the money she'll make of the combat unit once she's fully healed.
Exactly. Okay, you.
Besides, we have Mega Mouth
R&D.
Shark.
Marine Iguana. R&D.
Hang on.
Toad, I guess. I need someone. Do I still? I need more people on Intel. So Tuna. Tuna's good for Intel.
Yeah, I think you desperately want Intel and R&D because they let you develop things. And combat and mess are just to maintain money and food.
Yeah.
Which is admittedly important.
I can't put Bongo on either though. Combat, you go. Combat for Bongo.
Hey, combat also improves their stats.
That is true. I have developed everything I can develop.
Today's bongo is tomorrow's alligator. Marlin.
You know,
gets you.
I should probably put Marlin on Intel, actually. He's got a D in Intel.
Yeah, there are some people you assigned prior to them, the Intel team being developed.
So, I think I need to talk to R&D. The corn chips might be a little too hard, because I just jammed one down in the bottom of my mouth and have been unable to release it.
Oh no. That's no good.
You ever do the chip thing where you, like, swallow a not sufficiently chewed chip and it just scrapes down your throat?
Oh, man, that's the worst.
Mm.
I did manage to free the bit of chip that was stuck in the bottom of my mouth, but...
Oh, essentially the crushing of your esophagus has to chew the chip for you and it stings inside your neck.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Hang on, sorry. I'm just,
He just turns the volume down on the radio.
just going, yeah, not really listening. Completely. Oh, my computer beeped again. That's fine. I'm just.
The stream's a little choppy.
Well, yeah, no, I noticed my disk space is running low, so I'm uninstalling a thing real quick so that it's not running low.
Goodbye again, Sea of Thieves.
Well, no, that I installed ages ago.
Yeah, the ticker for at the bottom of the screen is really struggling.
Yeah.
Ow.
Hang on. It'll probably smooth out in a moment.
Probably.
Is it better now?
I mean, it looks great on your end.
Has it smoothed out?
Yes, very much so.
Okay, yeah.
It's at least at a higher frame rate than it was.
Mm-hmm.
It's at 30 frames per second, and that's the most we get.
Yep. Okay.
Speaking of
not
which,
you guys though.
Rip in peace, console Arkham Knight players this Friday.
Oh yeah, because it's locked at 30 FPS on
I don't have a clue whether that game is going to be good or not, but I hope it is.
We're gonna try.
Yeah, apparently something I'm excited about is apparently 4-player co-op is coming at some point.
Yes, that's what I heard as well.
It's just not launching with 4-player co-op.
Yes, correct. It's launching with 2, which as we are wont to do, Phil, we can get in and be the guinea pigs.
Yep.
Well, if it's any good, you got me and Caroline if you need 4 players.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I have staked my claim on Jason Todd. But...
Yeah, and I mean I'm definitely leaning towards Nightwing myself.
Ah, damn, he took Nightwing. Fuck, I guess that makes me Tim Drake.
Okay.
Caroline, if you had to be Tim Drake or Batgirl, which one would you be?
Tim Drake.
All right, I guess I'm Batgirl.
All right.
Well, now we know.
I would prefer to be Barbara Gordon, to be perfectly honest with you.
Well, there we go. It works out.
Nothing against Tim Drake.
I just want to be a big man with guns.
I mean, yes, you're the Jason Todd of us.
Yes, I think so. I think that's been confirmed in many different ways, including the fact that I may or may not have died. Due to popular demand, I may or may not have died at one point.
Alright, time to follow the nukes and infiltrate the enemy's main base inside the crater of Irasu. Corbin Todd, Barbara Jordan.
I don't know. It sounds like you're really crowbarring references in here.
I'm offended by this. As the one who apparently have been.
How dare you?
You're north of the village.
How
the
fucking
truck
dare
carrying
you?
the nukes is heading towards the heart of the mountain.
What,
That's
too
its final
soon? It was
destination.
1980.
We've got no intel on what lies beyond, so stay sharp.
God, that will. Wait, when in 1980 was that? Hang on a minute.
Uh-oh. Trying to figure out when in the Metal Gear timeline that would have happened.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, what Robin are we on? I mean, it's 19... Yeah, so... Is it before or after Phantom Pain that Jason Todd
Holy
gets
shit,
murdered?
during.
During?
Oh my god, at some point during the events of the Phantom Pain, Jason Todd gets
Todd
murdered.
dies. 1985.
Wow, there's something very amusing about that fact.
Big Boss wakes up, Batman has another Robin, and then a year later he's dead.
Irasu has more than one crater, because he's erupted so many times. I heard most of them filled up with rainwater and became lakes.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of things
Calderas.
happen.
Yeah, something like that.
Well,
Hey,
Big Boss is
I
asleep.
got an idea.
Well, yeah.
When you get to the lake, can you keep an eye out for weird
He
animals?
wakes
for
up
me?
and the Beatles have
People
broken up.
all over the world tell stories about giant monsters.
Yes, tell me more
living
about the
in
giant
lakes.
monsters.
Nessie in Loch Ness.
No, I don't care about that one.
Ogopogo in Canada.
The other giant
I
monsters.
can hardly keep track of them all. They say
What type weakness
that
do you
all
think
these
Nessie
sightings
has?
prove dinosaurs do still exist.
Thunder?
Crater lakes are isolated. They're not connected
Probably.
to rivers.
Probably thunder or
but
fire.
Do you know Mokele Mumbembe in the Congo River? He can walk on land. So
You
maybe
think
they moved
it's gonna
there
be
from some other
surrounded by
lake.
water. It's probably gonna have
You
like
sure know a
submerged
lot about
attacks.
UMAs.
Oh yeah,
There
for
used
sure.
to be a
Well,
guy in El
I mean,
Frente who was a hunter.
Monster
told
Hunter
me
Tribe was
lots
the
of
only
things. He even said
game that had
he
underwater
once went
combat.
to a place called Isla del Monstruo.
Well, I mean, it's not actually gonna fight
Hunter on
underwater, but it's gonna do
Isla
like the
del
mud
Monstruo.
guy thing where it's
Someday,
just gonna like
I'm gonna be a
sink
hunter
below.
and
Oh,
catch
right,
some
right,
rare
yeah.
animals. Right after
Like,
we
it's
restore
Nessie.
peace
It's only
to our
gonna have
land,
its
of
head out.
course.
Yeah. Wow, you can tell me about all of them, huh?
Did you ever hear of the
I
Loch
can't
Ness
believe
monster?
Now
Bigfoot
that
left
one
for
I
the
know.
cryptid talk.
Pretty much everyone's heard of old Nessie.
Great, so I don't have to explain.
I almost
think
have
she's
my
a
stream something
long-lost
like
dinosaur. Don't you?
Sure. Why not?
One of the compas
trying to
gave me a
convince
book about
Chico to
it,
show
with
me where
photos.
the monsters
It
are
looks
or
exactly
something.
like the plesiosaur.
Then why does it only live in Loch Ness?
Well, it probably got
I mean,
cut
I
off
don't
from the
want to
ocean.
say that it's probably
Back when
going to
Loch
be
Ness was
towards
part
the end of
ocean,
the game
some
slash the
plesiosaurs
post
became
game,
trapped there when the climate
Oh,
but
yeah.
it probably would.
There
will
weren't
be.
any
I mean, that's
mammals
fine.
there, so no natural predators. Today's Nessie is descended from those plesiosaurs.
Then
As a heads up,
wouldn't it make
some of
sense
these
for
you
there
might
to
want to
be
do off
monsters
stream,
in other lakes with
especially
similar climates?
the
Exactly.
first
That's
60
why
or
there's been
so
giant monster sightings in a bunch
extra
of other
ops, because
places.
it looks like you might need
Like
to do all of them for the true
Nahuelito
ending.
and Ogopogo. I
Every
don't know if there's one in
extra
Irasu
ops?
too, but I know
A
there's
lot of them
definitely
will be
something
like
living
that,
in Lago Cosipolca.
Fulton one where it took 20 seconds.
Yeah, so I guess just
You mentioned
And some of them are
Nahuelito.
jokes.
at
What
some
is
point
it?
I
He's
guess
a plesiosaur that
let
lives
me
in
know
Lago
which ones I
Nahuel Huapi in
should
Argentina.
save for on stream,
It's
I guess.
described a little
I
differently,
will
but
personally
I'm
go through
sure
all
it's
of them and
basically
take a
the same
look.
creature as
There are
Nessie.
some of them you must do on stream.
Except for one thing.
What?
Well, according to one theory, it's the result of a nuclear test back in the 50s.
What? There's no record of a nuclear test in Argentina in the 50s.
At the time, the president, General Juan Perón, was pushing hard to industrialize the country. I wouldn't be surprised if he conducted a top-secret nuclear test before he was overthrown in a coup.
Sounds a little far-fetched to me.
You think? Then maybe Nahuelito really is a dinosaur.
No, I didn't say that.
I mean, it's really pretty obvious.
Wait a minute.
Thanks for clearing that up, boss.
Dinosaur.
We're getting into dinosaur people conspiracy theories at the mouth.
What
I
about
see.
the Ogopogo? And
Oh, I
I
know.
was gonna say, you were
Ogopogo
missing
anyway.
cryptid talk.
Ogopogo's a monster
Holy
that lives
shit.
in Okanagan Lake, in Canada. I guess it's an Indian name, because it's a legend passed down by the Indians.
A legend,
This is actually
Well, then it's
Chico's my
probably not.
boy,
There's
as it
written
turns
records
out.
of it, too. The first one was in 1872.
But Chico's
and
fantastic.
there's
He
been more
loves
sightings
cryptids.
since the start of the 20th century. You starting to get into UMAs too, Snake?
Yeah, maybe.
UMA hunting. Now that's a real man's adventure. What
I
do you
couldn't have
say,
said it better
Snake?
myself, Chico.
After Nicaragua's at peace again? You want to go exploring together?
Well, we'll see.
Aye.
Not such a bad life.
Ah, fuck. Oh my god, Loch Ness Monster.
Nahuelito, Ogopogo, and this one.
I believe this is
Mokele
another
Mumembe
dinosaur
lives
sort of
in the
cryptid.
Congo
and-
River.
Yeah.
There's
Yes.
nothing mysterious about it, though. It's already been confirmed as a real living dinosaur. The local people know all about it, and when they were shown a drawing of a brontosaurus, every one of them said it was Mokele Mumembe. When peace
Mokele
returns to
Mumembe.
Nicaragua, I want to go to the Congo myself.
Well, the revolutionary movement in the Congo ended in failure, you know.
Yeah, I know. I wish we could do something to help, but Africa's awfully far away.
Africa.
Wonder if El Che ever saw Mokele Mumembe. I wonder if I will.
Well, best to take care of business here before daydreaming
Oh
about
my
Africa.
God.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I was not as much of a cryptid head when I first played through this game, so I forgot about this.
Chico says there's a bridge north of the village.
He also said a lot
Yes,
about
a narrow
monsters
one
that
for
are
crossing the
everywhere.
pipe. On the other side of that is the road the
Don't worry
trucks
about
use,
that, Snake.
though it's collapsed in places.
I'll have nowhere to run if they spot me.
They could be blocking
Sounds
the
kind of
road,
ridiculous,
too.
but I
Is
mean,
there another way?
if there's any
There is
credence
a
to it, we
path
should check it
along
out,
the cliff.
right?
After you cross the bridge,
Don't
there
worry
are
about it
ruins
right
of
now,
a
Snake.
fort on the mountain.
There's a nuke
Going through
on the
there
line.
would be a little
Oh,
easier.
that's true.
Once you come to the end of the mountain path, you'll be at the fort.
Proof of a Hero just started playing on repeat in my head, and I kind of forgot.
I don't know what that means, Snake.
That fort was built during the Civil War. It seems La Cia's troops are occupying it now.
This just gets better and better.
They've got gun turrets set up all around from the looks of it. Attract too much attention, and you'll really stir up the hornet's nest.
Maybe I'll try and find a way around.
You could always commandeer one of the turrets. A little target practice, perhaps?
Just like in Krasnogorye.
Krasno what?
Sorry, just thinking about old times.
Commandeer a turret?
Snake, if memory serves, you never even got on the turrets there.
No, would that have been the section where I could have shot at the helicopter?
I believe so.
Yeah.
You didn't do that, Snake.
Hey, Puss.
Snake, to the north of the village is a bridge that crosses a hydraulic pipe. Though normally the bridge is not used by people, if you slip, you will fall straight to the bottom of the valley. Be careful.
What's a channel doing here?
It is not for irrigation. They are hydroelectric pipes. I wonder if they run into Irasu's Crater Lake. Normally they would build a reservoir at the bottom of the valley, but it was probably too dangerous. Los Cantos means Sword Peak.
Is that what that means?
I don't know, Snake. I'm just
You
a
should be
tactical
able to
guide.
see across the Irasu mountain
Not
range
your
from there.
interpreters.
There are not as many big trees at that elevation, and you will probably be well above the mist.
It'll be tough to hide up there.
You're not thinking about the scenery right now, are you?
Not while I'm surrounded by bad guys.
You should have seen it when the country was at peace.
I think
I know
about
you would have been
his
impressed.
eating,
Well,
guns, and
that'll
sneaking.
be our reward for a successful mission. Sound good?
Wonderful. Thank you, Snake.
Don't think about anything else.
There is An old fort around there.
Did Vol step
What
away?
is it, boss?
It
You sound
sounds like that
upset.
might be the case.
Well,
Vol has just
you
come
see,
back.
Ah,
it was built
Yeah,
during
sorry,
the Civil
Vol was
War.
refilling his drink.
Let me guess.
Got it.
Also,
Disputes between Costa
raiding
Rica's
a
political
bunch
parties
of
escalated into
Parmesan
all-out
cheese.
conflict.
See,
Mhm.
conflict that cost my grandparents their
Because
lives.
that's how you make a cheap pizza
The most
taste much better.
senseless sort of war. Countrymen mindlessly slaughtering their own. That fort is a reminder of that senselessness.
Sadly ironic, given who's occupying it now.
That war was the reason Costa Rica abolished the army. Please, Snake, get them out of our country.
I intend to.
All credit, by the way, to now I'm blanking on her name.
Tara Strong?
I was
Tara
about to
Strong
say,
on
yeah.
the voice for Paz.
Yeah.
Like it. I have no idea how she finds the time to imitate Costa Rican accents.
Well, excellent voice actors do a very good job at imitating accents correctly.
Literally, I think one of the hardest working voice actresses out there is Tara Strong.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, really, any voice actor that gets work these days,
Yeah.
man, kudos to you.
Okay. Oh, this is S and Rock, huh? Interesting.
Only a few of them get work, so that means that only a few of them do all the work.
Correct.
I'm gonna be in a canyon now. It says.
Yeah, you might want to drop Jungle Cambo.
Yeah, so I might
that
want
might
to
have
put
rocks.
this on the one I just got.
Survival.
You know, that would be game design if they gave you that camo right before the area.
Yeah,
It looks suspiciously like game design.
it does reek of game design.
Life is not a game, Snake. There's a nuke to disarm. Maybe disarm it. Well, you know, we'll talk about it when we get there, Snake.
Okay. You know, I keep bringing the mate tea with, but I haven't needed to use it so far.
You're not going to suffer psyche damage. That's for lesser soldiers.
All right, you've convinced me. I'm bringing the Sonic guy instead.
I don't think I have ever used the mate tea the entire time. However, you might have noticed the dramatically lower psyche meter on some of your other soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not as implacable as you.
What is?
And if they fail missions or take like huge amounts of damage, their psyche will lower.
Ah. So I wasn't even fully clear on like what it was.
It's not a huge thing in this game. It'll be a bigger deal in Metal Gear Solid 4.
Interesting.
I forgot it was even in 4.
So it was introduced in 4 then.
Yeah. And to be honest, Snake needed it.
Snake needed it?
He's not doing great. In 4.
Interesting.
You know how you have like a weapon person on call, and stuff, a technology person on call, a nuke person on call.
Yeah.
In 4, he has a therapist on call.
Ah.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
You don't need
Cross
that,
the
though,
bridge
Snake.
and head north.
You don't need to know about that for another 40 years.
Interesting that there's like a secondary. There's like a road over here. It looks like or something. Or maybe is that a river? What is that? Although that's probably the channel that they were talking about.
It might be different elevations.
Yeah, going
Like, it
up,
might not
up,
literally
up.
be next
Just
to you.
going-
It might just be a secondary map below you.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either, actually.
So this only works when I'm...
It drains fast.
Oh, wow. Huh.
You might need to be closer in order for it to display
Yeah.
them as animated.
So when they have a helmet like that on, Snake, you gotta shoot them in the face.
Hmm.
Or shoot them in the back and run away. Or snipe them from really far away with the Nagant.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, actually.
What are the odds someone else will hear the sound?
You're a ways away, Snake, and there's only like one guy here.
Oop.
He'll go down in a sec.
I'm seeing things.
Seeing, hearing things, too. Feeling things, even.
You know that feeling of an incredibly loud, assertive hornet stinging you in the back? That must be what that was.
Oh, I should bring up the thing.
This... At the risk of a drink, this layout feels very... tanker.
Well,
That's because it is the exact layout of that one tanker bridge.
that's a drink. Let me check to see if there's anything you need to get, Snake.
There we go.
That's too tall to climb. If only you had some equipment.
Snake, I'd save your box.
You are going to lose the box if you do this.
Yes.
Now, hang on. It's purely to Fulton this guy for now.
Oh, you know what? Fair enough.
Actually, if you just want to approach the soldiers from the other end, that might be advantageous.
Yeah,
You
that's...
go back.
That too, yeah.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Let's see...
Boy, Snake, look at that big old brain.
Oh, that's how it works.
And you can track them through walls.
Interesting. And it does... It looks like it does recharge when I'm not using it as well.
They certainly picked a pose for when you're lying prone.
Oh, there's two of them.
What was that noise?
What are the odds the other guy hears the sound of a clear and obvious struggle?
0. Perfectly calculated.
Dumb fuckers looking for a job.
Alright, you're with me now.
Mind your head.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
And I got the box back.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
So really, the only thing of note that you're gonna need to pick up in this level, Snake, isn't until the very end, which I will explain when we get there.
Alright, cool. Master of Stealth Snake strikes again. Hmm?
There's a prisoner in there.
Somebody over there. Yeah, a couple people off that a ways. They seem like they're away. Whoops. Too close, I guess. There we go.
I did discover something about the box in 5 that we'll have to keep in mind. There's a prisoner. That rain destroys the box in 5.
Rain destroys it, huh?
Yes.
Good. You reached the transport
Not
route.
immediately,
Follow it to
but
their
it does.
Great.
How very Death Stranding of them.
But oh,
A Death Stranding rain destroys everything.
Good news as well, Snake. In 5, one throw will make people unconscious.
oh, cool.
Yeah, all those years in a coma didn't really do much to your arm strength.
Well, it did, but 2 weeks was enough for it to fix.
What do these numbers mean?
I think seconds since they last moved.
No, that
Huh. I actually have zero idea what they mean.
how close they are to me? But it seems to get the number seems to get larger the closer they get. Good thing none of these guys have good hearing. How many more Fultons do I have? 5? Okay.
I think you need at least... There's one more prisoner in.
So as a note, even the wiki isn't sure what those numbers mean.
Great.
That said, if you invest in the R&D upgrades for the Sonic Eye, you can use it while not lying down.
Oh. Cool. Very cool. Oh, there I am. Oh, man. I could not see the arrow for a moment. Okay. Anything up here?
I don't think so. I think that's where the route you would have come from if you... I don't know, maybe. Never mind. Don't rush the Bigfoot.
Large
Bigfoot's a fool.
anesthetics. I haven't even used the regular trank gun. It's honestly better to just use the. It feels almost like it's with the Moson Nagant and CQC. The regular trank gun almost doesn't really feel necessary now.
Just wait till you get a silencer on that sniper rifle.
Yeah.
around that fort. You've got to get past it somehow.
Can't crawl underneath that one, Snake.
What?
It's very low to the ground.
Well, yeah. There's a number.
Really
of...
looks more like one giant box.
Yeah, I'm looking at the suspension for that truck, and that is not built for this environment.
No.
Well, Kojima has determined that man a 1. Or whatever that's worth.
There's 3 dudes there.
Yeah.
Try and pop that man with the normal silence gun and then hit the other 2 guys with your sniper.
Maybe. It's hard to aim the regular one at this distance, though.
You just gotta get a body shot.
Even still. Doesn't, like, lock on from this far away.
That said, they don't react to missed shots that much.
That's true.
Also, that is something that you will appreciate in 5, because that will not be a problem. You get normal.
There we go. Did react to the first missed shot, I will say.
Huh? We're under attack. Go into alert status.
Oh, great.
Oh, that's the most Sam Riegel one yet.
Proceed with extra caution.
Well, that wasn't an actual alert.
He did say the word, but it wasn't an alert.
Oh, there's
Well,
4
I
guys.
drank for it anyway.
There's 4
Oh, well.
guys.
Yeah, I'll drink because he said alert, actually.
They just went into caution.
I love how we have Travis on our team, but they got a bunch of Sams.
Based on the portraits, I think we might have a Matt Mercer on our team somewhere, too.
All the Sam Riegels of the world went rogue, all at the same time.
I mean, it would be Sam Riegel that goes rogue. Like, if you had to pick 2 people, it would be Sam Riegel and Laura Bailey who go rogue.
HQ, come
Yeah.
This is HQ.
This is patrol. All clear.
Understood.
Yep,
Return
ignore
to
the
base.
unconscious guy here. Don't worry about it.
I mean, they're trying very hard to not look in his direction.
They see me from here.
I think you're fine, Snake.
There's 2 guys in there. There's another guy somewhere.
I think he's deeper in.
Yeah. It's down here. Oh, that sounds like a prisoner.
I don't think that guy's gonna stop looking.
He might not.
Maybe cap him from a distance with
Maybe.
the Nagant.
They exit alert pretty damn quick in this game too.
Yeah, it's a lot faster than in
This is
then,
probably the fastest alert drops.
but this game seems to be faster paced in general.
It also seems like the game isn't built around the game essentially treating you as dead as soon as you trigger an alert. Do you think you can headshot one of them?
What's going on?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was aiming a little too high.
Attack. Going to alert status.
Understood.
That guy's going to
Dispatching
sleep at some point.
Proceed with extra caution.
That's probably not a bad thing, because he'll probably go to sleep while they're running around on the ground.
If he falls asleep somewhere out of the way, that's pretty good for us.
Ooh,
Shit.
nice attempt. The good news is, I think from that distance, they didn't hear the shot. That was just you hit him in the helmet. You can probably run up there and just smack him. Well,
There's other guys running around.
the only thing is they're gonna wake the other dude up
They might.
when they get back up there.
I'd be able to get this guy, though.
Ooh. Oh, there's more guys.
Yeah, these are the same two that came around last time.
HQ, come in.
This is HQ.
This is patrol. All clear.
Understood. Return to base.
Rising shot.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he found the guy that was asleep. Yeah.
All for naught. Well, maybe sneak in while they're distracted.
Oh, yeah.
They're not in position. You might be able to get at least to the gate. Oh.
I just realized I didn't turn Discord to don't disturb, so gonna do that real fast. There we go.
I'll say the stream really didn't like you tapping out to Discord.
Yeah, probably not. No. Here we go. That's a 4?
3, whatever
3?
that means.
What is that? What does that mean? 6, 7, 6, 4, 6, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3. What do the numbers mean?
I've checked with the R&D and they are not sure. I guess only God knows.
I only got 2 of these left. I know there's at least one more prisoner.
Man just did not care. It's like, oh, my friend. Okay, I guess you're gonna take a balloon ride. Bye, Jim.
Helicopter.
I heard something.
Did you? Are you sure about that?
The classic Gambit.
Imagining things.
What? There's no... I'm trying to knock... There's nothing to knock on him in that position there. That's not working. There we go.
I love the detail that you weren't hitting anything, so nothing happened.
can't be imagining things.
Okay, where's the prisoner at?
Probably down there.
There you are.
Now, Steak, you might think you can't Fulton this prisoner out.
Why would I think that?
I don't know. Can't even begin to imagine why you'd think that.
Door? No door. Not through the
There are
window.
no doors in Costa Rica.
Fake door. Anything in here? Oh, there's something in here. Go.
Replenish that one large shrink bullet you used.
Well, I used a few. I used 2 or 3. Oh.
Guys, I'm inside the facility. There's rows and rows of trucks here.
If that's where they brought the nukes, then the truck we're after should be there.
Alright, you want 63824
Can you tell
first.
which one of the trucks brought the nukes?
63824.
One of them must have the same license plate as the one from the terminal.
This one.
Click on that one. Select
Yeah.
it.
Mr. Kojima.
Correct.
I think that's a time paradox. He wasn't alive.
Okay, so now you want 64779.
Which one? This one?
64? Yes, that one.
This is the one. The exhaust's still warm. But the cargo's already been offloaded.
Just a minute. This isn't what we agreed on. It's too late. The changes have already been finalized. You told me it was going to be a deterrent, that we wouldn't have to launch.
Deterrent.
I am not arguing with you, Doctor. Our goal
Voice
is to
sounds
create
vaguely
a
familiar.
perfect deterrent.
Another deterrent.
That's why I agreed to help develop it. However, in order to
Otacon?
achieve that perfect
Stop saying
Oh
deterrent.
no!
world, our strength. 3 key principles ensure effective
Deterrence is not deterrent.
First, you must have them.
It's a different word.
Second, you must never use them first. And third, and most
We don't care about conjugation. That was a
if
rule.
someone attacks you, you must strike back. Unless we prove beyond a doubt that these 3
Oh my
principles
God.
work in practice,
Say it again,
the
Mr.
world
Coldman.
will not accept our new deterrent. And the only way to do that
Hurt me
is to
again,
show
Goldman.
that we are capable of actually launching a nuke. But isn't deterrent supposed to stop nukes from being used?
Oh my God, stop talking.
Shut up, Huey.
So the one we launch will be the last one ever. I won't let you use my creation like that. Your creation? That thing wasn't even your idea to begin with. You stole it, didn't you?
Rip to my man, Brandon.
You're one to talk. You got the idea for bipedal locomotion from the communists in the first place. You listen to me, Doc. Keep quiet. Do as I say. Not another word about stolen ideas. Should we succeed here, you'll be the toast of the scientific community. And your name will go down in history as champion of both progress and national security. The hell with that! Doctor! Unless we prove we're capable of launching, Peace Walker is useless as a deterrent.
Damn it.
Peace doesn't count. Deterrent does.
You used me! We used each other. I'll get my old director's job back at headquarters, and you'll finally be able to walk tall among your colleagues.
I won't let you get away with this!
How unfortunate.
That's not cool.
Guess I'll just have
Man,
to take your
what an asshole.
for myself.
What the fuck? He's got a peace lion and a grinning face on his back.
Peace won't just come
Nah,
to us.
Damn it.
I'm gonna need to refill my drink
We are
soon.
going to have to meet it halfway. V for victory.
Let's just get a little schwasty for the chapter that's to come.
Your tattoo is ugly.
Wait!
Hey, you okay?
Don't do it!
Snap out of it. Where are the nukes?
He's gonna do it! He's gonna launch a nuke!
I guess we gotta stop him, huh?
I mean, thanks, Snake, for riding the whole wheelchair.
What was that wheelchair doing at the end there? Was it walking? What was that? Uh-oh.
Take him out!
You like the hind D for scale there?
What the hell? This is like the thing that Volgan was in, kinda.
It does look like the Shagohod, don't it?
Yeah, the Shagahad, that's what it was.
That sounds like a deja vu.
Sure, yeah, why not? Pupa? Like as in the stage, like the
Correct.
like an insect, like a.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh boy!
So I hope all those drinks limbered you up for the boss fight. That's
Time to
come.
fight another Shagahad.
You remember how to fight the Shagohod, right, Snake?
Well, I had someone helping me last time.
Yeah, but this time you have an M60.
That's true. She also did run me over a few times, which kind of neutralized it out a bit.
God, I miss her.
I've been awarded the codename Bear. Title given to soldiers who mainly use CQC and favor taking down enemies with non-lethal force.
I can't think of anything more non-lethal than a fucking bear.
Just gently maul my enemies.
But just enough so they respect you as a boss.
Yeah, exactly.
An employer.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say this game, like lethal may be fun to do, like it may have fun options for lethal, but it does incentivize non-lethal a lot with the Fulton system, at least up until you run out of Fultons for the mission.
So that is generally continues to be the case to a certain degree, except I will say, as this game goes on and as you get into 5, you're going to pay more attention to the guys who actually you see have good stats.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The other guys are just in the way.
Yeah, no, that does make sense. I imagine the analyzer will be useful later on to determine who is actually worth Fultoning.
You'll hit a point where you... Oh, yeah, actually. Shit,
wait, is it out? He's working for me now?
Correct. Yes.
Mr. Kojima works for me now.
That's a paradox all of itself.
I'm sorry, we had to fire Mr. Kojima because he was going over budget on the R&D.
Oh, no, we're the Konami. Oh no, Centipede.
Oh, Centipede, no.
Who knew that having mercenaries meant people would get hurt?
No. So what's Kojima good at? He's good at medbay and intel. Gotta put him in
You
intel.
not send him in the field. He refuses.
I gotta put him into
put him
intel.
in intel. Put him in intel.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You could have anybody in the sick bay, but you... Oh, hey, you have actual female,
You have one
Yeah,
lady
it was
right
one of
now
the prisoners of war, yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna count. I like that look you have in your eye, boss, as a thirst for the boss.
I like that look. Also, she said eyes.
Well, you know.
Well...
Were you actually were you actually looking at me, or? You know, something tells me you may not have actually been looking at my face.
Oh, dude.
C medbay. Sure, that'll get medbay up to level 10. C in mess hall? Levels it up to 8, but I think I want to focus on R&D. So let's see. R&D. I've got a few D's for R&D.
I mean, if you have a C in mess hall, might as well put him in mess hall and take some other, like, shitty people out of mess hall.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, like, as long as you're above 100% food, you can take
Surround indicator ring 2!
Yeah, mess hall is the most sort of, like, you want to run it as close to 100% as possible.
Yeah, makes sense, makes sense.
Oh god, the mustache.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look at the mustache on Turtle!
Oh, Turtle.
I mean, he sucks at everything, but he looks great.
He has an S in facial hair.
He has an S in facial hair.
He has a C in medical.
Oh yeah, medical, not mess hall. Or wait, was it? Hang on, Turtle. Yeah, it was medical.
I don't know, it was so many drinks after that one cutscene that I remember.
God. Okay. Who is... Okay, so I can... You... Giraffe, you're E and everything. You... Let's put you in R&D or Intel.
If you put him in Intel, it'll level it up.
It does actually level Intel up, yeah.
Yeah, you'll hit a point where you have to fire some of these really bad people.
Okay, that lowers by 8, which will put me at 99%. So I don't know if I want to do that necessarily. Medical team. What is more people on medical team? I guess that just makes people recover faster, but I feel like Amanda's is like story driven. I feel something gives
I'll
me.
also say medical team does help you with trank rounds.
Oh? Does it make them
Yeah,
like
you're
take
gonna want
effect
some people
faster or
on medical
something?
team.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
like,
they'll unlock new
Oh
ranks
yeah, they
for
do.
you.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I do remember that now.
You will not just need R&D to upgrade R&D stuff. You need
Yeah.
other specific teams.
Well, yeah. I knew that.
Like
I knew
Intel
that.
and medical also help you with stuff, but medical is specifically trank rounds.
Yeah, I just forgot that medical specifically was trank rounds. So yeah, actually, I do probably want medical pretty high then.
Yep.
Anybody good at medical here? Nope. Nope. I mean, you're D, but I don't want to take anyone off of there right now. Oh, you're a C. But you're also a C here. Viper. It's like
Oh god, he's actually getting into base building.
I like base builders. I do enjoy them.
You'll enjoy 5 a lot, I think.
No, you will. I think you will enjoy 5 gameplay wise.
Like I love Cult of the Lamb. I loved both parts of Cult of the Lamb.
Our punishment might be less of a punishment as a result of this revelation, but it might be more of a punishment for me and Vol, frankly. But
as a note, the Steam sale happens late November.
Okay. So, are you suggesting that I might, depending on what goes on sale, I might need to buy something in case we need it?
Yeah,
Oh, we'll
probably.
need it.
We'll need it.
Yeah, there's some sins that can't be erased, remember?
You have a bad track record so far, even if you perfect this game.
Even if I perfect this game.
And it's an incredibly easy game to perfect because
I thought I like washed even on Snake Eater, didn't I?
You did not wash even, no.
What are you talking about?
You
You
murdered a lot
massacred
of
so
men.
many people.
You murdered
Well,
a lot of men in Snake Eater.
You gave me a lot of bonus points for the boss fights, though.
We did, yes. That
to mitigate the massacre to like
roughly
a mild
erased
mass killing.
half, Snake. Like what? The bosses you non-lethal erased half
Yeah,
of the murders you did in that.
I guess I'm thinking about the. Was it the Sorrow? The Sorrow boss fight? It was like.
Yeah,
but
we
then,
took
but
it
then,
down from like a Dahmer to like a.
but then I doubled it after the Sorrow fight.
Yes. Oh, absolutely, you doubled it. Tripled it after the Sorrow fight.
Careful, Snake. I've never seen anything like that, and I've got no
You remember the
idea how to
relay
bring it
station?
down.
Because I remember the relay station.
No, we can't remember the relay station. That's the one thing that got
That
erased, remember?
was the one I specifically remember got rid.
No, I have not forgotten the dog. The dog will always be. It doesn't matter how many wolf pups you raise, Snake. It's not going to erase the dog.
Wolf pups.
Wait for it. It'll happen. Anywho, you do not want trank rounds on this mission.
No. Where's my? There it is.
Big nasty Snake.
The M60 and the Law, probably.
Yeah. You probably don't want Smoke G.
I mean, I don't really have anything
well,
better
there's
to
not
equip.
much else.
I don't really have anything better to equip.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have the supply marker, so you're fine.
Ration, mate, chips, love box, surround indicator.
I don't think you're going to need anything like that to know where this thing is, but
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, it's there is
Hurry!
Hurry!
There's something that will be lost in 5 that you won't be able to play like a bunch of like 80s greatest hits while doing stupidly like ridiculous boss
Well,
fights.
whenever I do like off-stream stuff, I could, but not on
You may
stream.
have a desire to go back and redo some stuff after stuff you do on stream as well for that game, because once again, you will need to. I believe in that game, you need to S rank a bunch of stuff for a thing. But I might be misremembering.
That's probably a good setup.
Bigfoot,
Yeah.
can I recommend Red Baron for promotion?
Yes, you certainly can. I would also like to. I would like to promote Wendy as well.
There's so many things.
Wendy
here.
in R&D was working on a new burger recipe earlier today.
With square patties, weirdly enough.
Yeah, I know. Works really well. Actually holds a lot of extra space on over the edge of the bun.
Yeah, she keeps talking about over the edge of the bun. It's really weird.
That doesn't make any. That's against God. Square.
Jake, I love you, but I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this one.
Nick, I don't think you've tried the Frosty yet.
Square patties? What are you talking about?
Nick, just put this Frosty in your mouth. Calm down.
The hell is a Frosty?
It's like super smooth ice cream, Snake.
It's like soft serve, but like not.
Hey, we want to listen to Kaz talk about peace constitutions real quick to get some more drinks.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Tell me how many drinks I have.
Okay, I'll keep a count.
Oh, he's got. Oh, there's a whole.
Oh no!
There's a whole subtree here. Let's just do the first one because I'm curious.
You were saying Japan has a peace constitution too.
Yep. Japan renounced war in Article 9 of its constitution, aspiring sincerely to an international peace based on justice and order. The Japanese people forever renounce war as a sovereign right of the nation, and the threat or use of force as a means of settling international disputes. In order to accomplish the aim of the preceding paragraph, land, sea, and air forces, as well as other war potential, will never be maintained. The right of belligerency of the state will not be recognized.
You know it by heart.
Some things you never forget.
Impressive. There were some parts I didn't quite get, though. Like the whole means of settling conflicts thing.
Yeah, that's been the subject of debate. Whether or not it forbids any and all use of force. The current Constitution was originally drawn up under the Allied occupation. The first draft was even submitted by Allied GHQ. So naturally, there are some who feel the Constitution was imposed on Japan by foreigners.
Things like that are
Right,
never
outside.
simple. Same for every country, I guess.
One thing's for sure, though. Not having an army let Japan focus on economic recovery after the war. In that sense, it's the same as Costa Rica.
Didn't say peace nearly as many times as I thought.
Only got 2.
Oh, I thought it was 3.
Maybe I missed one. I counted 2.
There's a subsection for the subsection?
Jesus Christ.
Fuck it.
Kaz, you were in the Japanese self-defense force, right? I thought that Article 9 you were talking about earlier prevented Japan
God,
from
we
having
get it,
an
you're
army.
Japanese.
Yeah, and that's another
Who,
subject
by
of
the way?
controversy.
Lol.
The Self-Defense Force
Man,
is an
fuck.
organization for the purpose of defense. Article 9 of the Constitution does not deny Japan's right to self-defense. Therefore, the SDF is constitutional. That's Tokyo's official stance.
Sounds complicated.
Call it what you will. It's a distinctly Japanese way of interpreting things.
Interesting.
I do feel like Kaz is a little bit of a Kojima self-insert.
Yeah.
You know, I think we need to go talk to our new hire Hideo. I feel like we need
Watch
to
out.
talk about their
It's El Galapagos.
appreciation
It
for
reduces its
blondes.
body weight by blasting air underneath it.
Galapagos.
That makes it a lot faster than any tank. It also has a tight turning radius.
Any weak points?
Taking out its boosters could reduce its acceleration. You could also try destroying its machine guns.
I'll give it a shot.
We've lost many compas to that.
Give it a shot.
Send it to the
Gonna
scrapyard.
shoot at it. Get it? Get it, Amanda? I'm gonna shoot the big tank thing. Hello? Did you hang up? Hello?
Snake, that was a cassette tape.
Paz, what was the government thinking, building a power plant at the top of a mountain? With no river to replenish the water, the lake would dry up pretty quick.
If it were an ordinary power plant, but the plan called for a pumped storage power plant.
Pumped storage power plant?
That's
Kaz
a dream.
mentioned that
Shit!
too. What is
God
that?
damn it.
It is a
Sure
facility that generates electricity by pumping
You know what?
water up to the lake.
I'm gonna
and
take a-
letting
Avoid
it
this.
run back down.
I'm gonna...
Seems
Well,
Sisyphean
okay.
to me.
If they turn the
The one
water
with
into
cause with the
electricity
piece,
as
that
soon as
one
they
was
pump it
intentional.
up,
This was
sure.
not.
But a pumped storage plant.
You don't have
acts
to
as a
listen to
kind of
these.
battery.
I want to,
Battery.
though.
For instance, they could
You're
pump
doing
at
the-
night
he also
when
said
there's
a
surplus
battery.
electricity and store
Oh, did he?
it for later
Shit.
use.
Yeah.
If they need
Well, I'm
extra
out. I'm gonna
power
take a
during the
break
day,
right
they can
before I start
generate
this
using
mission,
water
so I'm gonna have
pumped
to
up
refill
during the
there.
night.
I get it. It's a little more difficult to adjust output with thermal or nuclear plants.
The thing is, Costa Rica won't have enough electricity to meet its needs. Right now, there is no surplus.
Maybe that's what put the brakes on the project. Must have played right into the CIA's hands.
Well,
Alright.
interesting that Miller has nothing to say about this mission.
Well, I mean, he wasn't there for Snake Eater, so...
I mean, neither were these three.
Yeah, but apparently they live in the region. They see.
Yeah,
the
I guess so.
heroes
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
That's true. That's true.
Meanwhile, we've been with you the whole time, Snake.
The whole time, yes.
The whole time.
100%. We didn't know about any of the stuff the CIA was building.
Uh-huh, sure. Well, I'm gonna take a break real quick. You two have fun.
Okay. Alright, let's... I'll get Power Hour ready. Well, I guess there's already music, so I just gotta pop up the
Yeah.
thing.
I don't think you need to pancake it.
Yeah, so about all those secret projects we knew the CIA was working on.
Yeah.
Really thought they weren't gonna go with the Shagohod thing after we learned about the bipedal tank, but... you know, why not both? Why not both is what Zero kept repeating, but...
I mean, I still don't think the walking tank thing is gonna work out. Like, it's ridiculous. It's a lot of suspension for no reason. It's additional joints that don't need to be there.
You gotta think about it in, like, we gotta get taller, Cole. We gotta get bigger, is the situation.
What does that mean in terms of nuclear warfare?
It's less ground you gotta cover. Moreover, you know, if you can, I do approve of the idea of getting over any terrain possible. See,
We're
what
talking
you do,
ground in terms of thousands of miles. Like, what does taller mean? Like, what, do you want like a 60-foot mech that
yes,
looks like a dude?
Absolutely, that's what I want. That would be so cool. Think about it. And then think about if you got two of them and had them like punching each other.
No, that just sounds silly. That sounds like one of my Japanese animes.
But in the best way possible.
Okay, out of character, I had the realization last night that 100% Otacon's obsession with mech anime is entirely driven by the fact that he was put in Sahelanthropus as a kid.
Almost certainly, yes.
And I was like, oh, Metal Gear Solid 5 they ruined the like most wholesome thing about Metal Gear Solid, which is Otacon's love of mech anime.
Yep. Sahelanthropus. We'll get there. I can't wait to get to those missions the first time Sahelanthropus shows up.
We come up with a
that's
different
gonna
word,
be
like an abbreviation for Sahelanthropus.
What do you mean?
It's just such a cumbersome word. I hate it.
I like it though. I like it. I like that it's so silly and long.
I think that's not how names are supposed to work.
Yeah, but I like it. I think it's fine. This is the
what other
sketch.
Metal Gears have we had? Ray, Zeke,
Rex.
Excelsius.
Okay, well things started getting weird with Shagohod.
Yeah, but that wasn't a Metal Gear.
Yeah, but we're evolving. So here's the thing: as the series like chronologically goes on, the names got shorter.
Zeke predates Sahelanthropus.
Okay, well Zeke, yeah, but
there's no excuse for Sahelanthropus. Stop trying to excuse it. It's an awful name.
It's so funny though. I love it. I love it.
It's like a fucking Shinji Ikari like Ava unit.
Yes, it is, and it's hilarious.
It is, but like Ava is so short. Sahelanthropus is so long.
Yeah, but it's because it's so silly. Like that, it's silly in the wrong ways. Okay, like I know that. I know it's silly in the ways of like that Kojima would not want it to be silly, but
I think 5 is going to be a very interesting experience because it's such a good game.
Yes.
If you ignore all of the things that aren't the gameplay itself that make it bad.
Yeah. Which I think for the most part we'll be able to do. I think for the most part Phil will very much enjoy, or Snake will very much enjoy their playthrough of 5.
I think I owe it to Phil specifically to play 5 beforehand to really like, you know, prepare myself for everything.
Well, that and you got to get prepared.
Oh yeah, like I should in general, but I think I owe it to him to, you know.
Well, we love the boss, but it wouldn't hurt to have a backup plan.
It wouldn't, no. But I don't know, 5 is just unique as a game.
Yeah.
I think, in that it is such a good game with such bad everything else.
Yeah.
I don't know, it really does challenge. I think it really separates how people feel about video games, you know?
That's fair enough. And I think Phil is somebody who prefers gameplay over the other parts will very much enjoy 5.
Which is fair. I'm very much somebody who feels the opposite, but I don't want him to dislike 5, so I definitely don't want to enter into it with like a negative preconception.
I enjoy the marriage of both. I like good story, and I also like game be good. And then also mysteriously somehow I like World of Warcraft. So
I think that just says you have bad taste.
yeah, you know what? Fair enough. I never claimed to have good taste.
I like the right things in game, but you shouldn't trust my taste in it.
I'm generally a gameplay first kind of guy, but if a story grabs me enough, I can make exceptions. And I also don't need like gameplay to be perfect so long as it's interesting, which is a more subjective thing, I guess.
So like the difference between you'll accept a very, very well presented story game if its gameplay is only mediocre.
Yeah, I'd say so. I also like have what's the word? I'm more open to varying degrees of success in like non-action gameplay than I am when it comes to action gameplay. Action gameplay I care more about.
You don't mind like a sort of rough RPG setup and like, you know, maybe non-intuitive interfaces or controls as long as it doesn't actually interfere with the actual moment-to-moment gameplay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You sound like someone who likes Darkest Dungeon.
You would be correct.
That Bigfoot is not a fan of tank controls. Boy, howdy.
I'm not
a fan of tank controls.
I'm not a big fan of tank controls either. Honestly, movement and honestly I've been playing Steel Rising recently, right? Steel Rising, the movement feels kind of weird about it. It's a little tanky, and that's probably the biggest hang up for me in the game.
Okay, I feel like we have a better sense of it now. Who do you think would operate better within the other space, Leon S. Kennedy or Naked Snake? Because you've seen what Leon Kennedy can do.
Yeah, having now played a bit of Resident Evil 4 since we last had this discussion. The thing is, Leon's
I would say he's
good,
better
but
at
he's not
CQC
quiet.
than Boss.
Yeah. Oh, I would say so. I would say I'm not even necessarily like CQC as it's described in this game, but being able to fucking roundhouse kick a man in the head, yeah, like basically being able to kick a zombie's head off, very good. But Leon's not quiet.
His gunplay seems worse.
Yes.
But his guns are better.
Well, it depends. It depends on what Snake we're talking about.
Snake has nothing even close to the Magnum. Snake does not carry a broken butterfly.
I mean, he can get pretty damn close. I mean, have you used the Patriot with the fucking headband on?
Okay, if we're talking.
Well, that's New Game Plus, maybe. Though. That's New Game Plus.
No, he doesn't get the Patriot. He gets the M60. Let's be real.
Well, also, I'm talking like I'm talking like as the best arsenal that Snake has. Like in 5 can develop the Patriot during the course of the game and the fucking headband.
I wasn't talking 5. I was talking 3. They were released almost like they're released like not too many years apart from each other.
Well, yeah. Initially, when this conversation came up, we were playing 3, I think.